If you haven't heard of pop and soft rock superstar Ed Sheeran, we have one question for you. Have you been living under a rock? Ed Sheeran is an incredible British singer and songwriter. He has sold a jaw-dropping 150 million plus records worldwide, making him one of the world's best-selling music artists. And to top it off, he released his debut album Plus just over 10 years ago in September of 2011. As one of the best-selling artists worldwide, and with hit songs such as Thinking Out Loud, Perfect and Shape of You, it is no surprise that Ed Sheeran has attained an incredible fortune. Being one of the best in your industry pays, and this has given Ed a net worth of over $200 million. His worldwide success has seen him earn millions from his solo hits and his songwriting credits. And as one of the richest men in the music industry, you might ask how Ed Sheeran spends his millions. Well, compared to other music artists who are known to splurge on vacations and lavish cars, Ed Sheeran has decided to expand his boundaries and spend very differently compared to most celebrities. So in this video, we'll be looking at how millionaire singer Ed spends his millions. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's start with toys. As a child, while growing up, Ed spent most of his time reading books and playing guitars, so he never really played with toys. However, that childlike dream never left him, as he now likes to splurge on expensive toys. Ed is unapologetic about his love for toys. In 2016, he spent over $2,400 on a shopping spree at Toys R Us. It was said that he bought a pirate ship, wheelie shoes, a Nerf gun, and other really cool gadgets. In 2011, at the time his debut album Plus topped the charts, Ed treated himself to the Star Wars Death Star Lego kit. He even told Graham Norton on a talk show, "I have a load of kid stuff, a room full of teddy bears and 2 giant pandas in my bedroom." Ed is definitely living a big kid's dream, and it's fair to say he's trying to make up for the experiences he missed while growing up. Not only does he love toys, but he also collects art. In 2016, Ed spent almost $7,500 on a pig statue. He was happy to pay for the pig statue because it was named Ed Sheeran, and it was made in his likeness. When he bought it, Ed Sheeran was placed outside Ed Sheeran's home in Suffolk, and the cash was donated to the St. Elizabeth Hospice in Ipswich. This is just one of many art collectibles he's acquired over the years. Ed is not only a whiz when it comes to singing and songwriting, he's beginning to make a name for himself in the real estate industry too. He is an excellent investor, and it has been said that he is incredibly smart when it comes to the property game. As such, Ed has invested his fortune in acquiring 27 properties that include flats, houses, and mansions worth hundreds of thousands and millions across the UK, and his portfolio keeps expanding by the year. One time, in a shocking revelation, Ed bought 5 homes in one day. He spent around $12.6 million purchasing them. His entire property portfolio is estimated to be worth $78 million, and it keeps increasing. This property portfolio also includes his $5 million residential estate. Ed's home, known as Winey's Hall, and nicknamed Sheeranville, is located in Suffolk, where he owns several other houses. The Sheeranville is a millionaire's playground. It has a lake, a giant tree house, an underground music room, a £500,000 pond, a swimming pool, a billiards room, a hot tub, a recording studio, obviously, and a pub. Interestingly, the pub is connected to the house by an underground tunnel. At Sheeranville, aside from the unique tree house, there's also a living room, study, TV room, and a 4-car garage that looks like a barn. Ed also bought the 16th century Grade 2 listed farmhouse next door for £450,000. He added a bungalow worth £525,000 to his portfolio, and a detached 4-bed house in front of the farmhouse for close to £1 million. But he didn't stop there. He bought a £27 million house in Notting Hill, plus the £750,000 flat opposite, which he bought for his parents. All of these properties were purchased over the last 8 years. Aside from the properties he has kept for himself, Ed rents out most of the other properties that include a pair of flats in Battersea, 3 apartments in Whitechapel, and 2 properties in Covent Garden. He also owns a bar that opened in September 2019. The bar is named Bertie Blossoms, after his wife, Cherry Seaborn. It is located in Notting Hill, and so far has received plenty of raving reviews from fans. When it comes to travelling, Ed loves to travel in style, as it should be for anyone worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He loves to travel by private jet all over the world, and rumor has it that he acquired a private jet for $27.8 million. Aside from traveling in private jets, Ed just really loves to travel the world. In 2016, he took a year off to travel to various countries spending his cash. He visited Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and Iceland. The English artist is known for his simple lifestyle and is not the type to flaunt it on social media. However, he has a car collection that is worth showing off. He still owns his first ever car, which was a Mini Cooper, estimated at $24,500. He owns a Mercedes-Benz R-Class worth $54,000, a Lincoln's Town Car worth $44,000, a Mercedes G-Wagon at $150,000, and an Aston Martin DB9 worth $218,000. The generous singer has even given luxury cars to some of his crew members. He bought a Range Rover for his manager, Stuart Camp, and a Porsche for his sound man. When it comes to his fashion sense, Ed's wardrobe has received mostly criticism. In his defense, he obviously has nice things that are expensive fits. In fact, his sneaker collection is legendary, but it has been said that he doesn't match them well. We guess that's just Ed being Ed. While his outfit combinations may need a little sprucing, his wristwatch game is totally lit. He owns a Richard Milne RM3801 Tourbillon G-Sensor quartz that is said to cost $825,000, a Patek Philippe 5370 split seconds chronograph worth $249,000, a Patek Philippe Calatrava Pilot time travel worth $47,300. He owns a Rolex Evros Yachtmaster worth $26,000, a Hublot Classic Fusion Skeleton Skull Tourbillon, another Richard Milne RM2703, a Hublot Big Bang chronograph, a Rolex 6241 Paul Newman Daytona, a Patek Philippe 2499 perpetual calendar chronograph with moon phases worth $3.64 million, another Patek Philippe 5130R worth more than $36,000, an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak GMT tourbillon concept, and many other luxury wristwatches worth a lot of money. At the end of his Divide Tour special edition, he gifted each of his crew members a custom Tudor black bay worth millions of dollars. And this should not come as a shock, as Ed is quoted to saying that the gross revenue from the tour was around $500 million. His dress sense may not be all that, but he sure has exquisite taste in wristwatches. Although he spends a lot of money on these luxuries, Ed also gives plenty of it back to his community in donations. In April 2020, he donated over $1.3 million to local charities in Suffolk. After that, he donated an additional $200,000 to provide essential equipment to his former school. This was so they could buy laptops, cameras, and a photography darkroom. Another act of chivalry by Ed was that he paid his staff salary during the COVID-19 pandemic. Even though many companies couldn't, the English singer continued to pay his bar and restaurant staff. This was said to have cost him over £500,000 of his own money. Ed Sheeran is a simple guy with a large heart, who loves the finer things of life and isn't afraid to spend wisely. As an award-winning superstar, the Englishman continues to show us that you can be a multi-millionaire with a comfortable lifestyle without flaunting it ostentatiously. What are your thoughts on Ed's spending? And also his dress sense? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Goodbye, Lux Cats. Until next time.